Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Kabutops, so welcome to another Star Citizen video. In this video, we're going to be doing Vaughn missions for one final time to see if they pay out crazy. Patch 4.2 is close to release, and with that, Vaughn missions will most likely be changed again. So, let's do our final run in 4.1.1. I would like you guys to know that we are doing a bunch of giveaways this month, and if you guys would like to win them, make sure to join the Discord so you get notifications. On June 20th, we're going to give away the brand new Prowler utility when 4.2 drops. That is a $300 ship we're giving away, as well as on that day, we're doing a fashion show event. So if you have an amazing armor set, like the one I'm wearing right now, bring it over to that fashion event, as the winner's going to get 5 mil, and the prize pool will probably increase to around 10 million to the winner. So make sure to bring your best fit on June 20th, and you guys can also win a $300 ship. On top of that, we are also doing a giveaway, another one on June 30th to celebrate our 1-year streaming anniversary. We're giving away $160 in ships, so if you guys want to win one of those as well, 3 different game packages, join that too. And when we hit 15,000 subscribers, we're also giving away a MISC Star Lancer TAC, which is a $340 ship. So if you guys want to win any of those, yes, I know, a lot of giveaways, make sure to hit that subscribe button because we try to always give back to the community. Thank you so much for being here, and we are the leading Star Citizen giveaway channel. Adios and enjoy the video. I'm over here at a 118,000 Vaughn mission, which usually used to be the best, and we got super freaking lucky. There's like 2 C2s and an M2, or 2 M2s and a C2, but sadly they only have scrap in them. The other one had 191 SCU and this one has 194, but it's absolutely crazy to see 3 C2s and what, a 600i here, and there's not a single ounce of drugs, there's not a single ounce of Terranite or gold or any of that. The mission target was actually empty, and the other 2 actually had something, but it's just really sad to see that the game has, that CIG has gone ahead and nerfed the Vaughn missions when they used to be so fun to do. So that's completely fine. We'll just have to do some other missions, and I actually have heard tell that you could get drugs on the 62,000 AUEC missions. So what we're going to do is we are going to enable our quantum drive, and we're going to jump to Yella and just abandon this mission. There's no point in doing them. This is what I've always said since the start. If there's no drugs on it, or if there's not anything worth money on the mission, just abandon it. There's no point in staying. Actually can result in drugs. But remember, guys, we only want to do the missions that are asteroids around Yella. So if it says anything along the lines of spawning on Selin or Daymar, or even just on planet on Yella, you just accept the mission and abandon it. It's that simple. You really, really want to go through that. We can see what the 83k is. See, this is Utopia on Yella. We don't really want that, so we're just going to abandon the mission just like that. You have to wait about a minute or 2 for the missions to propagate once again, and once they do, all you have to do is basically just accept it. If it's not the area you want, you get rid of it. That easy. We are at a 62,000 AUEC Vaughn mission, and I just finished scanning this Reclaimer. There's a couple other ships here, a 400i, and some other stuff like a Connie, and I think a Vanguard Sentinel or something. But let's go ahead and scan it again just to be safe. You guys can see 58 SCU of Quartz, which isn't that good, but 53 SCU of Terranite, 18 gold, and 10 neon is not bad at all, especially for a 62k mission. Spawning a Reclaimer full of stuff is awesome, as well as just having a little bit of drugs on it, so it looks like you could still get lucky with some Terranite and stuff. Let's go ahead to SC Trade Tools and plug that in to see how much this mission would pay and see if it's worth it. Over here on SC Trade Tools, just click the middle at Best Buyer and type in whatever you guys are going to sell. What, I think we had 13 SCU of gold, so we could type that in real quick. 80,000 SCU, or 80,000 AUEC in gold. Terranite, I think we had 52 or 53, so we'll just say 52. But that's about 500,000 AUEC if you sell to Orison. If it's 53, then yeah, it's about 475k or 488 if you sell to Grimhex. So we're looking at about 560 right now. There's 10 SCU of Neon also, so if we're selling that, okay, yeah, about 560 plus this, we're looking at about 640 to 650,000 AUEC just off this mission alone, as well as killing the mission target will result in 62,000 AUEC, making this mission a 600,000 AUEC mission. So these 62k missions are not that bad, actually. I do want to go ahead and go through everything to show you guys how we actually got to this mission. If we check our contracts and our history, we did go through a lot of missions. There were 16 missions here, I think. So it took 16 missions to finally find the right one, but we have only been streaming for about an hour, 14 minutes. That counts the entire initial stuff of us getting ready for the stream, all that. So we've only been doing the Vaughn missions for about 30 minutes, and we found one of these that was really good. I'm going to go ahead and actually abandon this mission, though. Oh, sorry, this was an 83k mission, not a 62. So looks like the 83ks do pay out pretty decently, and they still had a little bit of drugs on them. But remember, what we're doing is we're just accepting a mission. If it doesn't say asteroids around yellow, says something like selling or something like that, we are just going to abandon it. So that 83 was pretty decent for us so far. This one's on Daymar. We're just going to try and find another one, and we'll get back to you guys with how long it's been after an hour. I've pulled up to a 62,000 AUBC mission here, and you guys can see the target is a Constellation Taurus. So that's not the best. If you guys didn't know, they don't actually have a cargo grid on the bottom of the ship. You can see it right there. Nothing right there, sadly. So that is a loss. There is a Prowler here. I'm pretty sure that's the name of the ship. And then there's another, like, alien ship there. So doesn't look like we got anything from this. But I will tell you guys, don't worry, right? We're going to keep going on these contracts. What used to happen in the past is when you would get these, like, 83k missions even, like, even the ones right here, you would sometimes get, like, Cutlass Blacks and ships like that that had no cargo. Basically, just like what I've been saying for the past couple ones, abandon the mission and continue to do them, as sometimes you just have to get lucky. So let's continue to go out there and see if we can find a better ship. I'm at another 83k contract, and it seems like these are probably your best bread and butter missions. Looking at this ship right here, you guys can see we found a reclaimer with 41 SCU of Neon, 16 Altrucia Toxin, 16 Widow, and 7 medical supplies. So just counting the Widow, Altrucia Toxin, and Neon alone, that's about 400,000 AVC. With the mission complete, that's about 500k. The other mission target is actually a 600 eyes, so they usually have about nothing on them. And then the other guy here at this mission is a C2, but sadly he was completely empty, which is just really sad to see. So all in all, and about what, a 500k mission is not bad, and it looks like the 83k missions are still pretty good. The thing I will say though is, now you guys can see with the contracts, we've actually gone and accepted a bunch of them. We've gone through 27 missions waiting for this, but remember, it's only been about 20 minutes since I last, or no, it's been about 10 minutes since I last checked in with you guys. So in reality, we're not doing that bad. It's pretty good. And look at this. We have another 83k asteroid surrounding yellow, so we can go check out if that one has any money on it. We have a 62k that's on Daymar, so we don't want that, and 118k that is asteroid surrounding yellow. So that's 2 more missions we can go check out. Remember, we're accepting missions. If they don't have anything, we're abandoning them. I know I've told you guys that multiple times, but that's the way that you want to do it. And you can see in the history right here, 28 missions of just all different kinds of 118ks, 62ks, and 83ks. But we're going and we're checking them out. On average so far, out of the missions that we've gone to, most of them actually still have had about 400 to 500k worth of cargo. So it's definitely a viable thing of if you want to make a little bit of money. If you want like guaranteed cash, I would recommend the other guides. And it's definitely not what Vaughn used to be, where you would find 1 mil, 2 mil, 3 mil worth of stuff on these ships. But you are finding that 400 to 700k mark, and that's not that bad at all. The mission that we just arrived at is a hammerhead, which really does suck because those are hard to do, but it's escorts that are here that could have a lot of loot. Is a C2 or M2, another C2 or M2, and a Karak. So these are 3 fully loaded boys, and we could go ahead and check what mission this is. I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is a 118k mission. So if we end up doing this one, we'll have to do the little bug thing where we can dodge a hammerhead and kind of render them useless if there's anything on this. But I wanted to show you guys a live one of what it looks like when we pull up to the mission and scan them, because it is crazy to see 2 of these C2s. All you really have to do is fly towards the ship, press V, and then begin scanning it. This one is a C2. I'm pretty sure I saw the white. And yeah, you just hold your trigger on your joystick or on your mouse. Oh no, this one's an M2, yeah. And then you just wait to see. Let's see, is this one going to be good or is it going to be garbage? Looks like 210 SCU of scrap, titanium, copper, corundum, iron, quartz, tungsten. Ugh, okay, nothing on there. We're looking for Terranite, guys. Remember, if there's no drugs on the ship, we really, really, really need Terranite. And I'm talking, if we see 170 SCUs of Terranite, if we see 100 SCUs plus of Terranite, I'm going to scream. You guys are going to hear it. You guys are going to probably click off the video because it's going to be so loud. But right here is a C2. Be lucky for us. The M2s and A2s have never been good for us. Give us a C2 full of stuff. Let's see. Scrap. Oh, tungsten, copper, quartz, iron, corundum, titanium. Again with this BS. I will say, though, 180 SCUs of scrap and then 200 SCUs of scrap, we're looking at like 600K if you were fitting all of this on like a C2. We don't have enough room on a Connie like this. I mean, we could if it's all 32s. There is a way to actually fit 532 or 632 SCU containers on this, but I don't know if I can do that. Let's go ahead and search this Karak. Is it going to be good? There might be some stuff on this. I've heard good things about Karaks. It looks like it's all passengers. Oh my gosh. Okay, 66 SCUs of neon is not bad at all, I don't think. 66 neon and then 23 SCUs of gold and 16 Terranite. I'm going to go ahead and plug this into SC Trade Tools because this one might be pretty good. 66 SCU neon is crazy. We're over here on SC Trade Tools. Is 66 SCUs of neon good? Let's see. Okay. Sold to, let's see, Brio's Breaker Yard and stuff is good. Looks like we can't actually sell this to, oh shoot. There's nowhere that you could sell 32 SCUs in neon, and judging by this, it's probably 232s in neon. Wait, no, it's a Karak. The best part about a Karak is there's no 32 SCUs there, actually, boys. So that means that you are able to sell all of this neon at Brio's Breaker Yard and stuff like that. At least I'm pretty sure. So we're looking good on the neon. I think there was 16 Terranite. So if there's 16 Terranite, what, 560K plus 100, we're looking at another 700,000 AUEC mission. And I think there was gold. There was also 23 SCUs of gold. So we're looking at what, 700K. And then on top of that, another this. So that's 850K for this mission if we're able to do it. It doesn't look like Vaughn missions are completely bad. The thing that I will say is that these missions definitely can pay out a decent amount of loot still. They're not anywhere near what they used to be, but it still is a viable method if you guys want that money while you feel like you're doing something rather than grinding bounty hunter missions. I'm not going to go and do these missions right now. I just wanted to see if Vaughn missions still pay out loot. And it looks like they can. So I definitely think Vaughn missions are still alive. They're not as good, like I've said multiple times, as they used to be. But if you can go and do 700K every hour, which definitely that's possible. I think you could do 2 missions per hour. I really, really think you can find 2 missions that are good per hour. Do them and make about 1 mil to 1.5. I think the best mission we saw right before this that we could have killed everyone, stored it, come back out here and done this mission, we definitely would be at about 1.4 million right now. So that's definitely not bad. I would call this the 1 million plus method. But you're definitely, I don't think, going to be making 2 million an hour at this. So I would stick to bounty hunter missions if you really want that money. But you definitely can make 1 million an hour. And that's if you're not getting incredibly lucky. You guys can see, again, I'll bring up the contracts for proof. We've gone through, this is our 30th mission. So 30th mission that we found, and we finally found like an even better payout. But we've been doing this for about an hour now. And yeah, we've nailed a couple missions here that look really, really good to do. So Vaughn is definitely alive, not as good as it used to be, but you can still do this to make some good money, especially if you're just renting a Taurus and you want to get used to ship combat. I highly recommend this, as well as you don't have to grind any rep for it, really. As soon as you go into your contracts menu, you basically go to offers, go to unverified, go to mercenary. You do like a entry mission, then you do like 26K, and then right after you do that, you do a 32, and then after the 32, you do a 40K, then you do 60K, then 80, then 118. So you only have to do 5 missions to really get to this point, and it's not that bad at all. It's pretty easy to do, and you can definitely make money. My name is Kabutops. Thank you so much for watching this video. I just wanted to see if Vaughn missions still had cargo on them that could be sellable. And I think the answer is yes. The fact that we can pull a ship that has 66 SCU of neon on it does in fact mean that you could pull a ship that has 100 SCUs, 200 SCUs in neon on it. You just have to get very lucky. And I think this is a medium luck kind of pull right here. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Adios and goodbye. Bye.